Alright, paper crafters. Oops, sorry about that. Hit my camera. Today, we will be building the Cubicity Titan. It says so right here. Cubicity Titan. It is an original template by Digitprop. It's digitprop.com, but this is a custom model by Shadry at deviantart.com, so you can check that out. I recommend giving this a download and giving it a build like we're about to do. So as usual, I got my trusty scissors, straight edge number 1, shears, blade, straight edge number 2, and a bunch of various other tools that I have here. Tweezers, pinch tweezers is always apropos. So let's go ahead and start cutting this out. It's got little notes here and there. Did you know there are many more Cubicity people available? See www.digitprop.com/Cubicity, or is that backslash? I believe that's a backslash. And then if you build it, they would like to see you see your build. So let's go ahead and let's build it, and we can send them a picture later. So have a bit of a new setup here. Take a little bit of getting used to. So what I like to do first is just to cut the pieces out of the sheet, cut them free from the sheet to give us more space to work with. And since this is a very I guess a very square paper craft, I'm not too concerned about using the razor blade. I'm probably going to do most of it with scissors. I am trying to get better at my scalpel technique. And there's a lot of little parts here, ear axle 1, ear axle 2, and that's what's going to go in there to help these move. We'll put those together later though. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It's been a while since I've streamed, mostly for lack of time and ability, and just trying to prioritize things. I've also been helping one of the homies get set up on Twitch, which has paid off very big. Check them out. It is Infectious Karma. Infectious Karma. It's a cooking channel, and they cook a lot of good food, and it is a very fun community to be a part of. And he just made affiliate, so congratulations, Karma. Well, he didn't just make affiliate, but he's made affiliate very quickly in about, I believe it was 4 streams. So let's put these pieces aside over here, and we'll cut that out. Small pieces, and then we'll go ahead and start cutting off the larger pieces. think what I'll do in the future is I'll separate everything into 3 different kind of videos. The first video I will do will be of what I'm doing right now, is just the cutting, because this is, while it is nice to be the one doing the cutting, I'm sure it's a little bit on the dull side to watch. Probably not as fun to watch. And then after this I'll be doing the scoring, which is only half as fun as cutting out the paper craft. So I'll probably do 3 videos, or 3 videos, yeah, I'll do 3 videos altogether. One of them will be the cutting out video and scoring. So it'll be cutting out and scoring, and then the next video will be putting it all together. And then the final video would be a review of the finished product and what I liked most about it and what I liked least about the paper craft. As much as I don't want to critique too harshly, there's only the number of paper crafters that who are beyond reproach I can list on my hand. So there's the big one. We're done with him. If there is that many, there's, off the top of my head, I can think of 2 papercraft designers who I have the utmost respect for, and they just constantly amaze me with the stuff they're putting out. So that will be for future reference. So this is the first video of the Cubicity Titan. The next video will be me putting it all together, and I don't know if I'll be able to get to that tonight because I started a little late today. I was kind of hoping I would be able to stream the 3rd chapter of my Daisy story. Daisy is a zombie apocalypse game, and I find it the perfect medium to tell my family certain things. But we'll see how it turns out. I wanted to stream that, but it was still night on the server I was on, and I like to stay on the same server because I'm anal that way, and it makes my life hard. I like to make my life harder. It's fun making my life hard. Because if things are too easy, what fun are they? It's fun when things are difficult, and when things are challenging, and when you can't sleep at night, and when you start getting your first gray hairs because of all the decisions you've made in your life that lead up to now, and yada yada yada. This is papercraft, man. It's time to, it's supposed to be, this is the part of life where you let go and you learn to live. That's what I'm doing. I'll just shut up. I'll just shut my pie. So I will play Daisy later on, or maybe tomorrow morning. Right now it's papercraft. We are living in the now, and right now, papercraft. Papercraft is fun. Papercraft is relaxing. Papercraft is soothing. So is chiptune, and what you're listening to right now is only the best of chiptune. there's two things, well, three things rather. Okay, three things. One thing that I truly love, and then two other things that I rather enjoy wholeheartedly. The one thing, of course, is Lovey, my wife. The two other things that I rather enjoy are papercraft and chiptune music. These are the things that bring joy to my heart and a tear to my eye. Alright, is that one done? This will be a quick cutout, which I'm kind of happy about. There's just something soothing in the sound of papercraft. Yeah, papercraft, yeah, that too. There's something soothing in the sound of 8-bit music. Like a bad speaker. It's got that kind of constant wave sound when it's done properly and correctly. It's got that bit of a static noise to it. Kind of reminds me of being young for some weird reason. That noise, not just the sound it makes, not just because I grew up listening to chiptune via video games, but because there's just something primitive, something kind of womb-like to that sound. I really like it. You only get it with the best of the best chiptune musicians or programmers. I don't care, chiptune musicians, programmers, whatever, they're artists. Okay, so that's done. Oh, and robots. I love robots. And I'm not just talking like robots. I mean, robots are cool and all, but I love super robots. Guy King, Mazinger, or the Transor Z. I think that's what they were called here. Sujin, all that stuff. But my favorite by far, I think, has got to be, when it comes to classic robots, has got to be Guy King. When it comes to the newer generation of super robots, I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of the Gurren Lagann. That story was a masterpiece. One of the best super robot stories. To come out of anime lately. I also really like the Gaudaner mythology. That was a really interesting concept. And very, very fantastic character design and animation. Shame they don't have any Gaudaner paper crafts out there. I would love to have my own robot. The paper I'm using is let me see if I can pull it up real quick. The paper I use. It's not my favorite paper, but it is dang sturdy. It is very, very thick, heavy paper, and when it comes to cost-wise, it's pretty economic. We're looking at a Royal Bright paper. It's a matte white, 100 sheets. I think it was like 14 bucks, if that. 200 GSM. It is thick, it's heavy duty, but what I hate about it is it has this very, very chalky feel to it. Like, oh, I don't want to scratch it. It's really chalky. It feels like it dries your fingers out. But it's good paper. Good hard paper. So we're gonna have to cut these out, these little circles, and that's where we're going to use this bad boy here. Let me make sure it's sharp. Watch out, you don't want to cut yourself, so you want to make sure that that is kind of above your, because I once and then slashed my wrist, or not my wrist, my whatever the heck this thing is called, and it was not fun. So you want to make sure that everything is below. In an ideal world, this would be a lot bigger. So just gonna come across like that a couple times just to make sure it's a nice straight edge. And you can people like it, they sell these razors, little razor blades, and as soon as the tip dulls, you throw them out. But there's still all this that's still good, and I hate throwing out a perfectly good piece of steel. So in a kit that I ordered, it came with a sharpening stone, a whetstone rather, and just learned how to use it, just messing around. And my technique's probably not perfect, but it gets the job done. And it keeps, this blade I haven't changed for, I don't even know how many times. I don't know how long I've had it. That's how long I've had it, Zach. I don't know how long I've had it. And that way you can control how sharp your point is even. So we will go ahead and cut all this out. Still attached right there. Okay. Alright. Now we'll just cut the other side out. Ooh, there we go. Got rid of that. It's a little sloppy. It's not as clean as I'd like it to be. But it ain't bad. So we'll go ahead and find the other guy right here. Sharpen the blade a little bit. And I put my finger right there just to kind of keep it steady. Same on this side, just to keep it steady. Just kind of dust it off. Just keep it, there we go, see, nice and sharp, cuts out pretty decent. The more you do it, the better you get. The better you get. As with anything, which is why I'm trying to improve my scalpel technique. And the only way you're going to do that is by using the scalpel a lot more. Alright, so we got that cut. And then on the big guy, there's a couple right here and right here and right here and right here and down in here. So there's a couple spots we're going to have to cut out. And they're very, I don't know if the camera can catch it, but they're kind of light, just like right here on the opposite sides of the arms. So you're just going to cut a little line right there, cut a little line right there, cut the line right there, cut the line right there, and then there's two right here, one on this side of the line right here, and one on the other side of the line right there. And this is so you can combine your, I guess, micro titans to build the Cubicity Titan. So now that we got all that done, we'll set those aside for now. So I guess I could probably show you. So this is going to go right into here, right into there, like that. See. So it's going to combine like that. So let's go ahead and cut the rest of these things out. These are the Titan horns. Make sure we get those ready. Gotta be real careful when you get these little, I don't know what you would call them, little snags, I guess. It doesn't really completely cut through, and if you pull them, it'll leave a very unwelcoming and unsightly little piece of fluff. So make sure you make a clean cut all the way through. Let's put that there. And then we'll cut out these guys. I wonder if we should use our scalpel. technique isn't as good as I'd like it to be. With a little bit of white right here. Just gonna shave that off. There we go. Right here. Around here. There we go. I think I can do this with the scissors with a little bit more control than I can with the X-Acto blade. Alright, so that's gonna go on opposite sides. Let's just try it with the blade. I mean with the scissors. Let's see how much faster that is. Sometimes you got to experiment just to so you know what you like and you know where your skill level is at. So my skill level with the knife isn't as accurate as it is with the scissors. That's what I would like to change. I want to get better with the knife than I am with the scissors. Because a lot of times the scissors you can't get in, like getting into right in here. And I think I messed this up. I creased it a little bit and it looks bad. Ouch. I keep bumping my head on the stinking camera holder. Alright, so that's all 4 of them now. So we got the 4. What about this? Gotta cut these out. The ear axles. I don't know if I'll be able to glue it together today because I lost my glue applicator apparatus. Very sad about that. I don't know what I did with it. This is a little secret I picked up while doing the craft. Is just using the tip of the blade to pinch, cut. I think it's a lot faster than trying to cut out for all this. The other side. Alright, so those are the ear axles. These are the ears that are going to go on either side of the ear axles here. We got the horns over here. These guys, the arms, the legs, and I'll form the head. So this is the shadowy custom of the Cubicity characters. Cubicity. So go ahead and check that out. Shadry, deviantart.com, Cubicity at what was that address? I don't remember. Was it Digitprop? Digitprop.com. This concludes part 1 of this particular paper toy. Please join us next time for part 2 when we're actually putting it together. So thank you for watching.